Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I should get started with my lesson, I would like to give all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Hadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and love to the hopeful, elect, and that 1/3 remnant. I'm the Akiyam Matazah, flowing in the spirit. Hey, with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson be edified to those who hear. Okay. Now, right now, uh, I'm in transit, so Salakia, if, get a little off track, but anyway, but yeah, I was listening to a lesson yesterday, and Jehovah Shemashah, he's so beautiful. He just had you tuned in, watching, just being in the spirit, just constantly like hearing brothers speak, whether you reading, watching, studying. And I was listening to, I think, GMS Salt down there in Florida, and they was going into that vision Esdras had when Esdras seen all those men up on the mountain, and I was just like, man, that haven't even happened yet. It didn't happen in the heaven, according to the Lord, but like it haven't happened right here. It's got to come to pass. Okay, so I'm going to get that account. Okay, because that was heavy right there. What's that? Second Esdras 2 and I think 42. Okay. Yeah, that's Second Esdras 2 and 42. Okay, I'm gonna start at 41. Second Esdras 2 and 41, because this is heavy right here. Like, this haven't happened. So this is what we got to look forward to right here. Lord will, we be of that number. Okay. This is Second Esdras 40. This Second Esdras 2 and 41. It says, the number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord Yahweh Shai, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. And that them people that have been called from the beginning is the elect. So the elect already been here. The elect was here in the beginning. Hey, it's just right now we in these chains of darkness, okay, because we move our power to wrath, like it said in the book of Baruch, and I think the 4th chapter, okay. But that's why right now we practicing, rehearsing the righteous acts, so we can put off the that mortal and put on the immortal. Okay, if I said it right, Salaki. But anyway, the elect always has been here. So the elect is here today. He fighting hot, doing this thing. Okay, doing the things that pleases the Lord. Okay, the elect is not gonna be in the club. They not gonna be doing all types of wickedness. They gonna be getting up rid of that old man and that old woman. Okay. Well, when I say the elect goes into the men, Salakia, but the women and children too, and men gonna be part of their remnant. Okay, but this is beautiful though. Check this out. Second Esdras 2 and 42. Esdras said, I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praise the Lord Yahweh Shema with songs. Okay, and these are songs right here, like brothers going out to the highways and byways, giving, making their life a living sacrifice. Hey, standing on, going to these accounts, Hey, and preaching out into the world. Hey, these the songs right here. And it's bumping. Like Big Bro said, hey, this track is bumping. You can constantly keep repeating this track and you don't never get tired of it. So, you know, in this world, like, hey, Jake, they just think listen to Gucci Mane, Future, they think that those are real songs. Really, those are the songs to condemn your ass. If you letting it get to you, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong, but at the same time, because we in Babylon, a place of confusion, that's why the real song is this right here. This is what Esdras said he seen. Esdras said he saw a great people whom I could not number, and they all praise the Lord with songs. And in verse 43, and in the midst of them, there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crown, and was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly. Man, this is the vision that Esdras had. Esdras seen Lord High putting crowns on every one of them brothers' heads that was singing these songs. Man, Yappa, because every brother that had some type of prophetic, spiritual dream, to where it like, it shake you. It makes you, these dreams these visions makes you question and realize like, like, damn, like this really, this is what's going on. Like this is what's coming, like this is what I can, like sometimes the Lord give you dreams with spiritual powers and, he just be like, wow, like, and speaking to myself first and foremost, even though you had these dreams, that requires you to be humble, not proud. Okay? All right. And like I say, when Ezra seen it, the Lord, like, I know Ezra was just like, man, what in the world am I seeing? I know what I'm seeing, but like, man, how can I, like, I'm just in awe. When a brother was talking about this yesterday, it just been stuck with me. I said, man, I gotta just go up into the account and put some on wax. Okay, in this verse 44, Ezra said, 2nd Ezra 2 and 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He said, and he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of who? So I could have confessed the name of the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Now are they crowned and receive palms. See, that's what we doing right now. Okay? That's what we doing right now. Baruch. What's that? Baruch 2 and 30. That's what we doing right now. Okay? We remembering ourselves so we can get back in alignment with our power. Because all you gotta do is look up. For your salvation is nearer than what you believe. Baruch 2 and 30, it said, For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear. And see, a heart, like the big brother be saying, in the camp, the heart goes back to that word law. Go back to the word law, which in Hebrew means mind. So the Lord said, I would give them mind and ears to. So that's, Lord, you can't understand this. Then, hey, Lord just ain't gave you the mind and the ears to hear. Okay? And verse 32, it said, They should pray me in the land of the captivity and think upon my name. That's what we doing. That's what here. That's what it just said. That's what it just said right here in 2nd Esdras 2 and 40. Let's see, 46. That's what it just said in 2nd Esdras 2 and 40, let me see, 45, it said, these that they had put out the mortal clay and put on the immortal and had confessed the name of the Most High. That's what we doing. We thinking, like it said in Baruch, we thinking upon the name. And like it said right here in 2nd Esdras 2 and 45, hey, they have confessed the name of the Most High Yahweh Shemawashah. So, hey, you can't, this thing right here is all spiritual, okay? Because if you coming in them wrong names, you ain't getting hurt, okay? You ain't getting healed, okay? Let me get this other precept. Go to Revelation, because hey, the elect, they gonna trust in the power, okay? Revelation 3 and 5, because it's about overcoming. We have to overcome the wiles of the devil, you know, which is Esau, Edom, and these other godless nations. You know, they don't have nothing to do with the promises or the laws and the statutes and the covenants. It said, Revelation 3 and 5 said, he that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white, and white goes into separation, separate, okay? White raiment, and I would not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I would confess his name before my Father, Yahweh, and before his angels. Look at that. You know, it's about overcoming, okay? Overcoming the wiles of this devil. And what Esdras seen, what Ezra seen in that vision, those men, that 144,000, hey, those was the ones that overcame. You know, those was the one that was confessing the name. You know, those was the one that, considering to Zechariah, 13 and 8, those was the ones that the Lord said, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh by Shemawashah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. That's that third right there. Okay? That's that third. The Lord said, I would, in verse 9, I would bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh by Shemawashah is my power. Look at that. You can't make this up. It's showing you all these other, you know, groups, whatever you want to call them, clans. Ku Klux Klans ass niggas. These folks is not uplifting the name. You know, that's what it's about, uplifting Yahweh, okay, in this society. If you're not doing that, if that's not on your main agenda, if you ain't getting your house in order, you know, if you ain't looking forward to be up on that mountain that Esdras saw, you know, you're gonna see a heavy judgment. You're gonna receive a heavy judgment. You're gonna see, we gotta all be judged for the things though, you know, but you're gonna receive a heavy judgment if you don't truly come back and call on the names of Yahweh, the true names of Yahweh, who they call God, and Yahweh Shai, who they ignorantly call Jesus. If you don't come back and call on those true Hebrew names, hey, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. Okay? And let me go back to 2nd Esdras 2, where I was at, and 47. Finish it off. It said, so he answered and said to me, it is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend him. Salaki. It says, so he answered, 2nd Esdras 2 and 47. So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High, Yahweh by Shemawashah, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend him that stood so stiffly, and that stiffly goes to firm, for the name of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh. Then the angel said unto me, away, and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power thou hast seen. So that's what we doing. Standing stiffly for the name of the Lord. Hey, cause he the one that protect, he the one that heal, he the one that kill. The Lord control it all. He control the structure. I mean, he control the highway traffic, everything. Okay. And I'm ending it off with what's that? What I had. Psalms 40, 17. What was that? No, it's right here. Yep, that's it. This is Psalms chapter 40 and verse 4. It said, come on, blue letter. Psalm chapter 40 and verse 4, it said, blessed is the man that maketh the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai his trust, and respected not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. And I'm going to read it in NLT. It says, oh, the joys of those who trust the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai, who have no confidence in the proud or in those who worship idols. Okay, so hey, the elect, they're gonna trust in the Lord. And the Lord just clearly told you in book of Psalms, blessed is the man that maketh the Lord his trust. So hey, don't you want to be blessed? Or you want to trust in your own flesh? And the flesh profit nothing. Okay? But yeah, this what this fight is about. Hey, that vision that Esdras seen, hey, those men, they was trusting in the Lord. Okay? With all. And they trusted and they was commanding the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai in this earth, cracking the skies. Okay? And that was it, So I pray and hope, that this lesson, that it hit somewhere wherever it needs to hit. So with that, I would like to give all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Hadash. Hey, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. Peace and love to the hopeful elect. Till the next time, hey, Yahweh Rakazah, Shalom.